passionate spiritual leader, and then the reason why we came to that place that day, because we know the Ramadan lecture is an annual thing it does, and then it was just fitting to come and do it there that day. But as God we have it, we saw all the pictures, but we didn't see the video recording. Because I said we retraced it, but I said okay, let me come out to this engineer Fanola. We are missing something very important, and we cannot do this without you inside it. So I'm very grateful, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Yes, sir. So, as Engineer Olalikon Nuruddin showed in the spiritual guide, how have you seen his deep spirituality shape his leadership? Because his leadership is something everybody has been speaking about. His service, even in the last 3-4 years, where he has served at the highest level of the civil service as the permanent secretary, first in the office of drainage service, and now in the office of urban development as the pioneer permanent secretary of a newly established office. As a spiritual guy, how has this? How have you seen your leadership? His spirituality guiding his leadership in all these positions that he has held, sir.
Are we set?
Yes, sir.
Well, Alhamdulillah, to God be the glory for the life of Engineer Nuruddin Olalikon Shodeinde, a proud cheetah boy. Looking at where he's coming from, you can see a tremendous moral and spiritual improvement in his attitude to life, in his approach to everything, in his level of relationship with fellow human beings. He has transformed tremendously. He was fed with a silver spoon. He was born into wealth and not into poverty. But by God's grace, he has not allowed his background to go into his head. And we met. He became totally submissive to the will of Allah. And every information we give him about Allah, about the Holy Quran, about the hadith of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, he was ready to imbibe that tenet, that teaching wholeheartedly, which he has been doing, such that people who knew him before and have seen him today, they are bewildered by the total transformation in what they are seeing. And this is not the Shodeinde we used to know in those days, who doesn't grieve for anybody using Lagos Palace. But today, he is meek to a fault. He always sees things from the prism of spirituality. He always sees things with the focus or lens of the Holy Quran. He does things not to please himself again, but to please his fellow human beings. He wants to make others happy, comfortable, well-to-do, before he thinks of himself. He is not self-centered. He is not egocentric. He is not honestly pompous. Naturally, he is a very cerebral person. When it comes to knowledge and understanding and wisdom, he is gifted. But despite that, he still has a listening ear. He gives his subordinates, his colleagues, the opportunity to express their views. Even though he knew from the ab initio that those views are faulty, he gives them the opportunity to make their submissions before he now counters it with a superior argument. The Shodeinde of yesteryear will not do that. He will tell you to your face and damn the consequence. But these days, that spirituality has taken a firm grip in his attitude to life. He's not saying anything as do or die again. He prefers that you cheat him than for him to cheat you. He prefers that you owe his money than for him to hold your money. And if he has any money or anything, he gives it even up to the youngest members of the society, of his workplace, everywhere. People call us to help us thank him for what he has done, and it's that. When he does anything, he aids you to spread the news to others. I will tell you, I have not done anything for you. I have done it for God's sake. So let God thank me. Leave it with my God. So he's not doing anything to please anybody, but to please his creator. So that is the shoulder and day of today.
Great, great. Thank you very much, sir.
Pleasure is mine.
Thank you very much, sir. I still have 3 more questions. He is known to host a yearly or an annual Ramadan lecture, reflecting on his commitment to faith and community, because he's a community person. That's one of the things that you have also espoused now. What impact do you believe this initiative has had on his colleagues and his wider community? And how do you see it continue post his retirement?
Thank you very much. Number one, he has the first purpose is to gather spiritual benefits that will benefit his parents, his father, and the father of his wife in heaven. He wants to gather some virtues for them. There's nothing else he can do except to make life comfortable for others, unless his parents, the parents of his wife, get the benefits, spiritually speaking. Number two, he wants to give back to society, from whom he has benefited much through education, opportunity to serve in the state, opportunity to lead. Then, by so doing, people, the downtrodden, will have a feel of his largesse, of his benevolence. Number three, he wants people to come and get the maximum benefits of the holy month of Ramadan. They come to listen to lecture, the exposition from the Holy Quran, which will change their lives for better. He's organizing that forum for people to get a pristine knowledge of what Islam says, from somebody who is coming there not for any pecuniary or financial gains. Our purpose of coming there is to transfer knowledge to people, to enlighten them as to what Allah is saying, not to play to the gallery, not to tell them what they love to hear, but to tell them the truth, whether it is okay for them or whether it pains them, but we speak the truth to power through that occasion. He has given us that platform, and we must maximize the game. Number four. Excuse me. That is an opportunity or an avenue for old friends and acquaintances to meet once in a year. People who have not seen themselves for a long time, they come there, they socialize, they meet, they exchange contact, and they look forward to another year. It has become a meeting point, a melting point for old colleagues. And he has made that event an institution. The way it is being organized, by God's grace, that event will outlive his service here at Alausa. He's committed to it. He knows the spiritual benefits coming from it. So the children there, I know, will not sacrifice that program for anything, because he knows the people are benefiting from it financially. The DJ who supplies the sound equipment, those who supply the sitting chairs, those who rent out the hall, the chef that prepares the food, they are all benefiting from it financially. People who come there, they are benefiting spiritually and morally. Socially, it's an avenue for members of his family, both immediate and extended family, to gather together, his friends, primary school colleagues, secondary school, university, then his office colleagues, they all converge at that venue to exchange pleasantries, listen to words of God, and they never leave that place the way they came. Because nobody comes there and listens to that kind of lecture we deliver there and will not have one or two things to take home. Even people, some, while I deliver lectures, they do cry. They get emotional. They get carried away by the way we make the delivery. Because we're not playing to the gallery, telling them that we will make them happy, but we're telling them the naked truth about Allah, what He says, how we should organize our life, so at the end of the day, when we are bowing out of this world, we'll have what to say, we have lived a fulfilled life. So such an event, the children that I know, we never allow it to end with his service years, by God's grace.
Amen. Thank you, sir. You have answered my third question in some of the things that you have said, sir. So I'll just go to the final question. As Engineer Jude indeed transitioned into retirement, sir.
Okay.
So what spiritual advice or guidance have you shared with him to navigate this new chapter? Because it's a new chapter for him. And how do you envision his faith influencing his future contribution? Because he's not a tired man. He's retiring. You don't believe he's tired.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
I've known him for almost 3 decades. Somebody, when you are with a person for 21 days, according to the psychologist, his attitude will get transferred to you consciously or unconsciously. Haven't been together for the past 3 decades. We've been to places. We've been to Kaula, we've been to Morocco, we've been to Saudi Arabia together, places of knowing Allah, places where great saints reside. He has been transformed. And as far as I know, inshallah, by God's grace, no going back for student on the path of truth, on the path of seeking knowledge about God. Because he's a person who keeps on improving on his spiritual well-being every day. He is a fervent seeker of the truth. And he has a receptive mind. When you tell him the truth, he takes it wholeheartedly and tries to put it into practice. And he's not a fool. You can't deceive him. He's very cerebral. When you are telling him the truth, he knows. When you are trying to grandstand or try to deceive him, he knows. So he will only take what is true from you and give you the rest back. And once he takes the truth from you, he will run with it, not looking back. So I don't see any major changes in his attitude to life after retirement that will be worse than what we are seeing now. Rather, he will now have a quiet time. If he was telling me he wants to rest like 6 months or a year before he goes back to any active work, it's not possible. Now with the kind of brain and wisdom you have been endowed with by God, people will seek after you, whether at the state level, federal level, or even at other states. They want to benefit from your wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and experience that you have gathered over the years. But his passion after retirement is to create an avenue of getting closer to God, serving Allah better than he has been able to do while in service. To him, he has nothing to prove again in this life. He has seen it all. The rest of his life, he wants to use it to serve Allah and to be of benefit to humanity. He's not a man that's after material gains. Material gains, as far as trading is concerned, holds no place in his heart. He's not somebody who likes to impress others. That's why he's not a power dresser. He can wear anything to anywhere. He's not dressing up to please people. He's not doing anything to please others. And he's not a loud person. He loves to do his things in a very special, quiet way. There are people who he gives scholarship to, so many of them. He has scholarship programs. He has other programs that he's executing quietly without making noise about it. Those are the kind of things he wants to continue after his service years. The legacy he wants to leave to the world is being a man who has been able to touch other people's lives positively, as many people as possible. That holds a prime place in the heart than any social activity or any political gains. So that I know he's a spiritual person and is gifted, spiritually gifted. I can equate him with the kind of Sayyidina Umar. He will tell you the truth, no matter who you are. And he practices what he says. He's not a man with a dual personality. He says one thing in public and does another thing in private. No, it's not like that. He will tell you the truth. And what he cannot do, he will not promise you. So that kind of person, I don't see him having any serious problem or a change of attitude or personality after service, because he's natural to the core. He's not doing anything to please anybody. And he's not after any material gains. So then he wants to make money, not for himself, but to serve humanity, to help as many people as possible. When I tell him about the house, I said, no, he just believes in where he's staying. He doesn't believe in having as many houses as possible. He doesn't believe in having a fleet of cars. So that kind of a person, what would move him after service than service to humanity? So I don't see him changing to anything worse, but rather something much more better than who he is presently now. Because he seeks knowledge. He listens fervently. When one is delivering lectures, he will listen with rapt attention to imbibe as many facts as possible from that lecture so that it can transform his attitude to life and his God-fearing. He will not cheat others. He will not swindle you. He will not promise you what he cannot do. You can always take his word to the bank. Because a man of high moral standard and integrity, if he tells you this thing is black, you will never meet it twice, white. Since I've known him, I've never caught him with a lie. He's always been truthful to a fault. If we went that truthful, with that truth, it's against his personal interest, he will still go ahead and tell you the truth, and damn the consequence. By my own standard, I don't flatter people. I tell you what I know, because flattery is a sin in Islam. So everything I'm telling you today about Kalejaye is what I've known about him over the years. Because we have been together, we have slept in the same rooms, we have traveled together far and wide, so I know him inside out. And his wife is my blood relation. So Kalejaye is not an outsider.